Molweni, lo uthethayo ngutitshalakazi Khuthala, and welcome to our mathematics lesson. So today we are going to simplify the following maths that I'm about to write. So let's begin. Hope you can see it. (7a) multiplication 2a to the power of 2. All right. So the next step will be simplify it, starting by writing the equal sign. Now we have to solve the multiplication first. So we write the bracket, open bracket, put 7 times 2. Then close the bracket and put a. Remember, we have one a here, and here we have two a2, right? So we're going to write 1 plus 2. You can see it. See? Here, the 1 plus 2 from the a, 1a, and here 2 a's, right? All right. So again, the next following step, again write another equal sign. Now we begin calculating, which is 7 times 2 is 40. We put 14. Then we put a. Then we say 1 plus 2. Then it gives us 3. Okay, so we're done with our first. So the answer, final answer is 14, a to the power of 3, right? The 3 comes from here, the 1 plus 2, the 1a and a2, and 14 is 7 times 2. Then it gives you the final answer, right? I'll just put an arrow so you can see it is the final answer. So let's solve the following. Is 4 times 4x. That's 4x to the power of 2 times 6x to the power of 3 times 3y divide 2x to the power of 4. Okay, we show you again. So we have 4x to the power of 2 times 6x to the power of 3 times 3y divide 2x to the power of 4. Okay, solve it. So we're going to write again the equal sign. Then you start by putting in open bracket. Then you put 4 times 6 times 3 divide 2, and then we close the bracket. All right, so it's 2 times 6 times 3 divide 2, right? And then continue with x to the power of 2 plus 3 minus 4y. Okay. Hope you can see it. So it's 4 times 6 times 3 divide 2, right? Then as we continue, is x, the x from here, 2 plus 3, remember it's the same symbol, so it's plus, it's 3, and then we put 4, the reason being because there's y over here, so that is why it's negative 4, and then the y is 1, so there's no need to put 1 here, right? Let me call it out again. It's x to the power of 2 plus 3 minus 4 and that 1y, right? Okay, so let's continue solving it, simplifying it. Now we'll start by calculating. So it's 4 times 6 times 3 divided by 2, right? So it gives us 36. Then over here is 2 plus 3, which is 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. Right, so we're just going to put xy because there's no need to put 1. Right, and then the final answer is 36y. Right, you can see it. Okay, so we're going to calculate the last one. Okay, 2. We'll put open bracket. Okay, let me just stretch the open bracket from here. Okay. If I'm able to put 4, is it 40? Okay, let me continue. 4x to the power of 2y to the power of 3 then put divide by 6 x y, right, and then close, then put to the power of 4 on the outside bracket. Okay, you can see it. Open bracket, 4x to the power of 2 y to the power of 3 divide by 6 xy, then closing the bracket and put 4 index. Okay, you can see it. Open bracket, 4 to x to the power of 2 y to the power of 3 divide by 6 xy, and closing the bracket and put 4 as an index. All right, so let's solve it. Start by putting an equal sign. Put open bracket. All right, so 2 to the power of 2 x 2 y 3. Four. Divide times 3 times xy. Okay, so we have an equal sign, open bracket, 2, right, 2, the difference between 6 and 4 over here, 2 to the power of 2x to the power of 2y to the power of 3, right, and then closing the bracket, index 4, divide inside the bracket is division, and then you have 2x times, right, multiplication 3, and then put another multiplication xy. All right, so let's continue solving it. Open again another bracket, put the 2 to the power of 2 minus 1 x to the power of 2 minus 1 y to the power of 3 minus 1. Then close the bracket again. For division inside the bracket, then put 3. Then 4 is the index. Right. Okay, so let me show you again. So we have open brackets with 2, and then 2 minus 1 x, 2 minus 1 y, 3 minus 1 divided by the 3, right? Index 4. Okay, let's continue to solve it. Put another equal sign. Open bracket. The 2 xy, right? To the power of 2. Closing the bracket, dividing by 3 and putting it in index outside the brackets, which is 4. Okay, so I'll show you again. This equal sign, open bracket, 2 xy, 2 divide by 3 and index, which is 4. All right, now we're about to put the last simplification. I'll solve this one. The answer is 16x to the power of 4 y to the power of 8 divide by 81. Okay, let me show you. So the final answer is 16x to the power of 4y to the power of 8 divided by 81. Alright, let me just explain it from the beginning so you can understand and know how the answer came about. Alright, so what we are solving here is the open bracket, right? 4x to the power of 2, y to the power of 3 divided by 6xy, closing the bracket with an index of 4 outside the bracket. Right. To solve or to simplify the calculation, we start by putting an equal sign, then open bracket, then you put 2 to the power of 2. 2, the difference from 6 to 4, 2, right? Which just gives us 2. And then 2, that makes it 6. The difference is 2 to the power of 2. And then the x from here, and then to the power of 2, and then y to the power of 3, right? And then put a division with difference, which is 2 times 3, right? To the x to the power of 2 goes by 2. The 6, which is 3, times the xy from here. Right. Then closing the bracket, then you put your index 4. Again, the following step is started by equal sign, open bracket, put 2 here, and then 2 minus 1, you put x, and then 2 again minus 1, and then y, put 3 here minus 1, right? Then put a division, and then we have 3. How we came about with the 3 is 2 times 3, which is 6, right? And then times, then we have the 2 variables, right, which are different, so we cannot add them. So it's 1 1, right? Then we should represent 2, then it's minus the 6, which gives you the divide from the 6, which gives you the 3. Then closing the bracket, and then you put for your index, right? Then the following step again, you put equal sign, you open the bracket, you put 2 from here, then the x, y, right? Remember here the answer is 1, here is 1, then here is 2, right? Those indexes, right? Then that is why you see 2 over here. You don't have to put 1 here because it's already 1, x and 1, and then 2, and then 2y, right? And then put the division or divide, and then by the 3 over here, right? Then closing your bracket, and then you put for your index. Now to solve it, the final answer, you put again your equal sign, right? And then 16, how we came about with the 16 is 2 over here, right, plus 2 over here, right, which is 4, and then multiply by the 4 index over here, which just gives you the 16, right? And then you put x over here, right? And then the 4 is 1x, remember, 1x times 4, your index, which just gives you the 4, right? and then the y over here is 2, right, times 4, right, with the index outside the bracket, which gives you 8. And then you put divide. All right, then how we came about with the 8 one, right, now it's 16. It's better if you write it down aside. It's 16, right, then you times it by 4, which is 4. You times it by 4, then you put minus 8, right, and then remember the division. You divide it, right, divide it by 3 over here, the 3 over here, right, then again come back, you put 16, right, plus the index outside the bracket, which is 4, right, then if you calculate it, which is 16 times 4 minus 8 divide 3 plus 16 plus 4, which gives you the 81, the final answer, right. I'm just gonna put my arrow so you can see it's the final answer. All right, that is it for me, teacher Kuthala. I hope you have learned something. I hope you'll be able to exercise it on your own or practice it on your own. All right, that is it from me, teacher Kuthala. Bye bye, and please don't forget to share it. All right, bye bye.